Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Sauntering, maitre d' staying flabbergasted. Her ass about the size of an infant's casket.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the #1 podcast in Stamford, Connecticut, Jacksonville, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, parts unknown, and the undead realm.
Yep.
Welcome to the PWI Lifetime Achievement Award winner for worst Instagram handle
You're welcome.
ever.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Top Rope Wrestling Talk. As you probably know, but I'm going to tell you anyway, it's me, not DDP, but the greatest group champ in history. I am the producer, the soundboard, by God extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of absolutely none, the lunatic fringe of podcasting, and the South Philly psycho, the one and trust me only, D-O-M. Fuck that. It's dude. We love you, Scott. I love this crew. Let's fucking go! Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
And joining me, as always, is the First Lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. She is the whole ass vibe. She is the
I haven't heard that
wonder
one in a while.
of podcasting, because we don't treat her like a woman, but we damn sure don't treat her like a man, because she'd probably fight us and fuck us up. There is that. She is everyone's favorite Latina heat, Grandma Wendy.
Viva la raza! If you're not cheating, you're not trying. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mama, see now, we got.
One of my books for it too tonight.
And of course, my man, my main man, my brother from another mother, and the founder of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. He is the biggest MJF mark you will ever fucking meet. He is the salt of the earth of podcasting. He is the only high-class one on this show for sure, and in wrestling podcasts anywhere. He is the man, the myth, the majestically bearded Bruce. Yeah, that's right. I got more toothpicks. What's fun? Guess what?
Yes, I am.
And he knows it.
Oh, yes, I do.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. And yeah, I got toothpicks to burn. Here's my little Deadpool squirrel toothpick holder.
Oh my God.
So there's going to be a lot of them, Chico. Welcome back. We're happy to be here, but we're also sitting here just a little bit heavy-hearted, a little bit upset.
It's a mix of emotions this week.
A little bit joyful, a little bit sad, because we lost a great man, and we decided when we came back we were going to dedicate this entire episode to him. He is the one and only bad guy, and if you don't know, you're about to learn. So peep this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we toll the bell 10 times.
Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Yeah.
That one's a tough pill to swallow, y'all.
Yeah.
That was.
So-
I mean, briefly.
So I kind of wanted to just kick it off where, we just give some of our favorite matches and just talk about some of our favorite moments from Scott Hall, aka FKA, Razor Ramon, and let's just talk about Scott Hall for a little bit, and some of the stuff that we remember growing up. Because I mean, let's be honest, we were Dom, what we were, excuse me, we were like what, 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there.
Yeah, like seriously young when
And
at least when Razor
Wendy was
popped.
like 2.
Don't exaggerate. I was like 4.
Oh, my bad.
Not much better.
My bad, Grandma. Our bad. Let's put it that way.
It's
I mean,
really
go ahead.
It's really amazing to see like Scott Hall's transform like through his progression in wrestling. He went from what, Diamond Stud, or he had some stupid name in WCW.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they let him go and he came over to WWE and became what everyone knew.
Man,
Razor Ramon.
I'll be honest, dude. I go back with Scott Hall even further than that because I remember first time I ever saw him, I was like single digits, and it was me and my original OG wrestling buddy slash blood brother Chris, and we were watching an episode of World Class Championship Wrestling, and he showed up as Scott Hall as himself. This was pre-Razor, but when he showed up, his hair was kind of pushed back in a coif, and he had the big porn stash. And my boy Chris looked at me and he said, "Dude, this guy looks like Magnum PI on steroids." And I was like, "Fuck, he really does. All he needs is the Hawaiian shirt, and it's like perfect Magnum ripoff, man." But you know what? He got in the ring, and he was actually pretty good, and he had a very exciting match. I think he got the win that night, and we were like, wow, Magnum can go. I might want to see him again. And years later, I saw him as Razor Ramon. I was like, holy shit, that's Magnum PI. That was like my very first memories of Scott Hall. Was like I was very young, and then 3 or 4 years later, he ended up in WWE as Razor, and he was cutting one of those promos, Chicos and Scarface wannabes, and gold chains and everything. But I still knew who it was. I was like, that's Magnum.
Remember the promo on the very first Raw when we did way back?
Yes.
When we did the way back win video
about the title match with Bret Hart. Yes.
Yeah, like as bad as that promo was, it was still pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
he was like the king of fucking cool, though.
Yeah, he was.
It really was.
So, Wendy, what was your favorite match from Scott Hall?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Fanboy away, my friend.
No, what I most vividly remember always was his first match with 1-2-3 Kid, Scott Waltman. It always sticks out in my mind because it was just so. It was at that time just shocking because it was like, another jobber kid. He's just gonna fucking lose, squash it and get it over with. And then it was like swerve, and as a kid, there wasn't that understanding that it was something that was spoken about and put together. So it was just like, oh shit, what? knowing more
Mhm.
as an adult, it gave me a newfound appreciation for it because it showed
Mhm.
what a stand-up guy he was to be willing to do that. Because
Yeah.
it's like, who the fuck is this kid? You know what I mean? Like he didn't have to do this, but he
No.
fucking did it. And he put
Yep.
him over, and they had this series of matches, and it
Yes.
became a whole thing. And if it wasn't for Scott Hall saying, yes, I'll do this, who would Sean Waltman be now? You know?
He wouldn't
Nobody.
be anywhere.
Exactly.
He really wouldn't. And you know that whole story, Wendy, that is when and again, maybe it's because we were kids, but that's when the writing was really fucking good. Like
Yeah.
that whole scenario, because you had Sean Waltman going in as the Thunder Kid, then the next week he would lose as the Thunder Kid, he'd come back as the Lightning Kid, and then he would be another
Mhm.
kid and another
Just the
kid and
kid.
another
He was
kid.
just the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when he
And
came
then
out for that match, he was just the kid, wasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so,
That's
yeah.
all that was
And then
left to
after
his
that, he
name was the
became the
kid.
1, 2, 3 kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, God, who could ever forget the night that he showed up on Nitro at the commentary table and started picking on Bischoff?
Dude,
Bro.
that was I seriously think that was like the first time I had ever watched Nitro, or like the second time I had ever watched Nitro, and that shit happened.
Shit was
Mhm.
mind blowing. I was like, holy fuck.
I was like,
What?
what the hell is he doing here?
Exactly. My first thought, like watching it live all those years ago, was like, why is Razor Ramon on Nitro? What the fuck is going on? And then the
Mind-blowing shit.
following week, he came out and he did the you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here promo and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Scott Hall was the greatest wrestler of all time. Lord knows he didn't win a lot of world titles or whatever. But
He had like a
and he's
set
definitely
standard. He had a set of moves that he would do. Like you want to talk about the 5 moves of doom? Like go through
Scott
his
might have had
repertoire.
10. maybe 10. But while he'll never go on like anyone's Mount Rushmore as far as I'm concerned, this man was so impactful in the world of pro wrestling. I mean, he started the New World Order by himself. Just one night on Nitro. There it was. Then Nash came in. Then the Outsiders started to roll. Then Hogan showed up. Then NWO, and it all started from the night Scott Hall came to the commentary table. Without him, none of that shit happens. WCW would not have been winning for all those years if it were not for that moment.
That was the day wrestling changed. Scott Hall single-handedly changed the face of wrestling by showing up on Nitro. If you really stop and think hard about it,
yeah,
that's when wrestling changed. That's when the Attitude Era started. That's when,
Absolutely.
and it was because of
the
one
Attitude
man.
Era started off of him.
Yeah.
And DCW, but also
he
him.
May not, he may not be on a Mount Rushmore, but he gets his own. He gets his own shit. He gets his own tribute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he is his own monument.
Oh no, absolutely. That's why we're gushing over him, and we've dedicated this to him and everything else. Like this is not just some ploy to bring people in. I don't really give a fuck. I have been a huge Scott Hall fan for the longest fucking time. I've had this shirt for a long fucking time. I've done the toothpick thing for a long fucking time. If y'all watch episode 1, my first nickname was the bad guy.
This is true. This is very true.
Okay, I love this dude.
Chris has a really good question. It's not stupid at all, man.
No, it is a good question.
What was Hall's more memorable match? Him versus Waltman or him versus Michaels?
Oh, for me, it's ladder match. Because that was like the
That
first.
ladder match. It was the first ladder match ever, too.
I was gonna say maybe
fucking
ever. I
amazing.
know mainstream, but
Yeah.
ever, I don't know. But from what I remember, that was the first ladder match I ever saw. Dueling Intercontinental Championships, HBK in his prime, and they stole the show that night.
Yeah.
It wasn't the very first ladder match ever. It was the very first ladder match for WWF, now
F.
WWE.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it would become a
That's what it was. Yeah,
staple
their first.
but that's the thing, it would become a staple in basically every
It,
mainstream promotion after that.
it
And
wasn't.
why?
It
Because
wasn't.
Scott Hall and HBK.
It wasn't the first in general, but it definitely was because it was showcased how it was. It was the most impactful, and it set a standard for every other one that came after.
Uh-oh, Ivan disagrees. What was that, the
What do you
first ladder
disagree
match
with,
over?
Ivan?
He was saying, I guess, over the first ladder match in WWF. Was this the first ever? I can't remember, to be
No,
honest.
it
All I
was not the
know.
first ever because I've got ladder matches on WWE DVDs.
Oh, the first ever ladder match in WWF was against
Was
was
Brett and
between Brett and
Shawn.
Shawn.
I thought
Okay.
that
But
came
that tells you how
after.
immemorable it was.
I thought that came
Okay.
after.
Either way, that match
Either
is so
way,
much more
okay.
memorable to me. And it made ladder matches a thing. We've gone through TLC pay-per-views and Money in the Banks and everything else, basically because that match stole a show at a pay-per-view. And they've been trying to catch that lightning in a bottle ever since.
Oh yeah, the first ladder match was Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental title, July 21st, 1992.
Okay. So that's, I mean, I forgot all about that one, but I still can see HBK Razor in my head in that ladder match.
Oh, but it makes sense why, because it was at the event was house show. So
And
it wasn't like it wasn't a major pay-per-view. Whereas Razor and Shawn were WrestleMania 10.
yeah. I've been saying Brett introduced the ladder because they were doing it in Stampede Wrestling, which was his father's promotion. Okay.
Huh.
Okay. Like, yeah, maybe that was the first, but I'll tell you what, it's not the one I remember when I think WWE ladder matches or just ladder matches in general. When you say that, the first one that I go back to is that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, like Scott Hall might not have been the biggest, best, baddest wrestler of all time, but look at the impact he made on the business overall.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
man
yeah.
is a legend, and I'm gonna miss the fuck out of him. It's tragic how that man died. I mean, he had really turned his life around, and that was kind of inspiring to me personally. Recovering addict, like that was inspiring to me because it's one of my idols, and he's clean. So now, like, I'm looking at him too, and he goes in for a hip surgery. Like this happens with people in their 60s all the time. Throws a clot. Next thing you know, series of heart attacks, and he's on life support. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it!
Yeah.
This is how he's gonna go out after everything he's been through and everything he's fought back from. This is what's gonna end him. God, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I mean, technically, it's Wendy's dad, and I'm adopted, so that's my adopted dad. We're hurting here. I'm trying to make jokes because it really does hurt, but we're hurting here.
It really does suck.
Oh,
Segue.
Peter says,
All right,
"Eleven
so-
is the first vignette." Absolutely, absolutely.
I think that's a great time to
So-
segue.
Yes, that's exactly what I was doing.
Let's
That
do
was
it.
what I was doing. So we're gonna control our own narrative right now.
Oh, we doing that? I thought we were doing that already. Okay.
No,
Fuck
we
it,
are,
let's
we
keep
do.
doing it.
But no, so as of a few days ago, maybe it was the beginning of the week, I can't remember. My weeks are a giant blur right now. EC3 posted the rules and regulations of control your narrative.
All right.
You guys ready for these?
Yes, hit me.
1, you're in control.
I like it.
2, you're in control. All caps.
Okay. This is like first rule of Fight Club, but go on.
Yes. Yes. So very Fight
Try to
Club.
reiterate it.
Now, 3, fights end when you tap out, get knocked out, can't stand, or quit. And then you have sanctioned matches can end via pinfall.
As long as they're not calling it Extreme Rules, I'm cool with it. Next rule, please.
Number 4. Standard professional wrestling rules apply for sanctioned matches. Chaos ensues in the project pit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they have a special death pit. They have a fight pit.
Okay.
5. No super kicks, no tope suicidas, no Canadian destroyers.
Okay. Before we move on, Grandma, are you cool without shouting tope suicida during a match?
I think I can handle it. I think I can manage.
Okay. Moving on.
Number 6. The fight isn't with your opponent, it's with yourself. Number 7. Fights will
Okay.
go on as long as they have to. Sanctioned matches hit their times.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Word.
If you want to control your narrative, you have to fight.
I'm down.
So how
You know
do
we're
you
always
guys...
ready for a fight, right? So
So I brought this up
EC3,
in
I want you.
I brought this up in group, and I think it was when I posted the rules in group. Someone had said something, and then I commented, or maybe it was just in my comment with the post, that I feel that control your narrative could get a Lucha Underground style filming. They could legit take this and take these rules and make it a Lucha Underground style show with the cinematic stuff and the more stuff like that. And I think that's how this I guess organization survives.
Okay.
Right?
Promotion. Thank you, Wendy.
You're welcome.
There you go.
And that's how they'll survive.
Okay, I got two things from the comments. First off, Brian, did you not see the intro pretend to throw the toothpick? There you go. Got one right here. Secondly, I'm kind of in the same boat with Ivan. Like,
yeah.
I'm a little bit more than meh about it, but I want to see it and actually believe in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
it sounds cool. I like the rules. I think they've got like something going here. And you're right. They could be just as good, if not better, than Lucha Underground. But I gotta see it. Like, I gotta get to the 31st. I gotta figure out where they're gonna be showing this shit. I gotta watch it and see what it's all about. And once I do that, then I will know for sure. It's definitely got some promise to it. I'm a little bit higher than meh, like Ivan said, but I just gotta see it. Like, I've heard it. They even I think I told Brucey they announced a match for March 31st. It's gonna be the Titan taking on Redbeard.
Yes.
I'm like a contained excited about this. Because I don't know what to expect. I don't know what it's, like I'm excited for them. Like, it's gonna be awesome. Like, another promotion. Right. As a fan, I'm excited for more wrestling. I'm also like, oh God, another show. So tired.
Yeah, right.
But I am excited to see where they go with this, what happens, and how they intend to grow it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, whether it would be either CYN or ROH, one of y'all needs to take Thursday and just fill the week for us.
Oh my God, yes.
Because we have wrestling every day of the week but Thursday. Y'all need to get on Thursday. Fight it out.
Right.
Get in the pit. Get in the pit and your stars fight their stars for Thursday night.
That would be amazing, though.
I'd love to see that. Maybe I should be booking for CYN. I don't know.
So, our world's greatest tag team.
Here we go.
Came back.
Let me cue this.
with something that they said on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. Their bio now reads: super kicks, Canadians, tope suicidas, and even that thing where you run away from opponent in corner and do that dumb slide thing. All welcome.
Okay, I thought he was segueing into the match, but never mind. No, that's funny as fuck. That
No.
right there is funny as shit. You're all welcome. We won't do it, but you can.
Lord. Doesn't
Right.
surprise me. Of course they would say some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Peter
Yeah.
says he hasn't watched them yet. Well, I don't think they're on yet, Peter. So there is that.
What?
I'm guessing CYM, but he's seen a couple of shows on YouTube and they've been quite cinematic. I don't think.
Oh, they have stuff on
CYM is-
YouTube. Okay, gonna have to check it out.
Maybe I gotta look back to be honest, but yeah, I mean, I remember when EC3 and Moose fought. It was in a control your narrative style match, and that was insanely cinematic. And I was insanely mad because Moose won, but you
But it is
take that
Moose.
for what it's worth.
Fuck Moose.
Fuck Moose. Next topic.
So we'll roll on from the control your narrative. I don't know. I think it's gonna. I think it has an opportunity to survive, and it will survive if done correctly. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
so moving on. The debut. Yeah. Did you guys hear that too?
I did.
What?
It was like an extra yak in the background.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. There it is. It's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I don't feel so self-conscious. So Jeff Hardy breaks his silence on the walking out of the house show in
Oh, yeah.
WWE.
His last match.
So he basically goes on to say, you know, he took the heat, he did what he needed to do in the match. And he basically said to himself, I'm ready to go. Went over the rail, disappeared into the crowd, and naturally they think they thought he was on drugs. And he goes, just another unpredictable thing I can do. He basically walked out because he was done with WWE. He was done with the ups and downs and thinking I've almost got it, and then boo, right back down. He also goes on to say he's very happy and feels very valued at AEW, and he didn't feel that when he was in WWE. And he said one of the biggest things about being in AEW is he can't wait to become an action figure with his face paint because he thinks that's going to be the coolest action figure ever.
Yeah, I can't believe they've never done that with while he was in WWE. Considering the amount of years he wore it.
They might have. I just don't think he feels that they were that up to quality. Yeah.
Okay,
just
yeah,
say
up to
follow
par.
forward,
I
just
got
say it
you.
as
I
it is.
got you.
Yeah, AEW has better toys.
Like y'all are making me think on this episode. I'm thinking about the first ladder match, and if Jeff Hardy had an action figure with paint on it, like I came here to talk, not think.
So, now that we hear Jeff's reason for leaving, and it's basically because he was done. He didn't want to be there anymore. He basically quit he pulled a Tony Storm.
Yeah.
In the mid, only his was in the middle of a house show. Tony Storm just packed her shit and left.
Right? Oh shit! Look at this. Kofi's like, man, y'all gotta send me the link.
Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me.
It's.
I mean,
I don't know,
honestly, though, it literally is what it is. It's, you're sick and tired of your shit ass job where they treat you like you're straight up shit. So fuck it. I'm out. I'm sorry for your loss. Here's my 2 weeks notice. Like, I don't give a shit, And contractors, they can really say fuck it.
No, they can absolutely say fuck it.
And he did. He fucking did.
I mean, who honestly blames Jeff Hardy for walking out? Because I don't.
I definitely don't.
I
I mean,
mean,
how many of us have had jobs where we wish we could do that? Right in the middle of our shift, right in the middle of our workday, be like, you know what, boss?
hold up.
And
Y'all
walk the fuck
haven't done
out.
that? Because I have.
Just straight walk the fuck out.
No, I actually
I
haven't.
honestly have. I've honestly pulled the Scarface. Just fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
I've done it before, but so I don't blame Jeff for doing it at all. It's like he wasn't happy. They were never willing to really give him a decent storyline. And furthermore, they
Because
were
they
putting
didn't
him in,
trust him anymore. I mean,
you know,
he had a history and he proved himself that he had, he
but
is in
here's the thing.
recovery, he is living cleanly, etc., but they still didn't trust him.
But here's the thing. They knew he had a history, and yet how many times did they book him in like, oh, he's in a drunken car crash angle, or oh, do a piss test in the middle of the ring angle, or bar fight angle with Sheamus? Like, this is not something you want thrown back in your face constantly. I know Bruce knows. Tell me I'm lying, homie. This is not some shit you want thrown back in your face. And you know what they're not going to do in AEW? That.
Bro, they were dressed like the young Hardys on Dynamite.
I know.
Yeah.
They had the
I
music
was like,
and
holy shit.
everything.
They
I
brought
was
out the old
waiting for.
uniforms.
I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was so into the moment. I was waiting for Lita to come out like thong and all. It wasn't going to happen, but it
Yeah,
brought me
you
back.
want Rebby to come out after her with like a fucking machete, like
no.
this fucking
No,
bitch.
no.
Like,
No
Wendy, hold my
no
earrings.
machete,
Like holding the
no-
baby
no-
and her earrings.
No chancla, no none of that shit.
Man, she ain't coming out with no
But
chancla. She's coming out
like I
with a
said,
straight up
I saw
machete
it,
and taking fucking heads.
but I saw it and it flashed me back to the original Hardy, so I was just waiting for that shit. It was
Oh.
beautiful.
Mm.
And they looked so good in the debut. I was like, this is perfect. And this is the way that it should be. And if that means Jeff's got to walk out of WWE, then that's how it's got to be. Sorry. Like, the only thing that feels a little uncomfortable, since he showed up, he spent a lot of time in the ring with Sting. We all know about the Victory Road thing. Have you noticed that Sting doesn't really make any eye contact with Jeff Hardy ever when they're in the ring together,
No.
even if like the Hardys come to save him? Like, he doesn't even look at him.
Nope.
Jeff doesn't look at Sting. They're just kind of like laser focused down the tunnel or in the crowd or off on different sides. Like, they don't interact, and that feels a little weird. It's like, ooh, awkward. Are we building to something, or is this some old heat between the two? I don't know.
It feels like old heat.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it just that's the only part. Everything else about it was beautiful. That's the only part, the only little piece that I saw that I was like, ooh, that don't feel right.
So, moving on. So it's rumored,
Allegedly,
it's rumored that after Logan Paul competes at WrestleMania, dear God,
fucking huff me in my front butt already and get it over with.
he is going to become part of creative for WWE.
Oh God,
he's going to be on their creative and writing team, and he's going to be writing stories for WWE. Grandma Wendy, please chime in.
Fucking kill me. Just fucking kill me.
I had my hand over my eyes. I didn't even have to look at her. I knew what she was doing.
Just fucking kill me. It's gonna go from because I've been watching a little more lately. There have been some bits that I'm like, this ain't too bad. And there are some bits that I'm like, this is really bad. But it's gonna go from that to what the fuck is this shit? Like, this is straight up trash. This is trash. Why are we putting him on creative? Why are we still giving this fucking shitbag any attention still? I'm gonna stab myself with this fork if you'll excuse me. Just end it already. Fuck my life.
Two,
Bing bong.
two things before I get into this. Number one, Kofi, you just said you have a big cat in your pants. I'm pretty sure that's what that
No,
says.
it's just the cat. He has the cat in the pants.
Okay, I was close. Secondly, Kofi,
Maybe that's
check your
what he calls
messenger,
himself.
homie. I got you. Now, on to Logan Paul. Jesus fucking Christ, it is bad enough I gotta put up with this cat at WrestleMania. I have no idea what Logan Paul has to do with WrestleMania. Now you're telling me you want to put this motherfucker on the creative team, and
Yep.
you want to know what I think about it. I'm gonna give
Yep.
you my thoughts, in my own way. Here we go.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Amen.
There it is.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Hell no.
I think when I saw it, I responded with a gif from the wedding singer when he's singing the song he wrote of "Somebody Kill Me, Please." I'm on my knees.
Yeah.
Pretty, please kill me. I want to die. Put a bullet in my head.
Put a bullet in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
And Drew Barrymore's like, I like it. I'm like, okay, well, I don't like this situation, Drew. Fucking kill me. What's up, bro?
What's happening, bro?
For life, son.
That's right. For life.
I'd rather get hoofed in the front butt by Bryan Danielson for like 5 minutes straight than watch anything Logan Paul is involved with.
I'd rather enjoy an hour of Matt Sydal matches.
Oh, you are gonna have to endure that 1 hour of Matt Sydal matches.
I know. I said enjoy, not endure. I said
oh
enjoy.
No. And
There's
you know what?
Difference. I do not have to enjoy it. I have to endure it. I would rather enjoy than have to deal with Logan Paul in WWE creative.
I'd rather have a tea party with CM Punk than deal with this Logan Paul fiasco. It's a fiasco.
So the love fest is
fiasco.
over, y'all. In case you didn't know, the love fest is gone. No more CM
Lucy,
Punk.
you all right?
Cramp.
I was like, did he accidentally like shit his pants? What happened here?
Nah, we old.
Rub it
we
out,
cramp
rub it
up.
out.
We get random Charlie horse. Ivan says, "I'm writing it down now."
Make a note, date and time, brother. Date and time.
Oh my God.
Date and time. Yes. March 18th, 8:46. The Love Fest ended.
Eastern Standard Time.
It lasted almost a week.
Almost.
God damn it, Wendy.
You good?
Your comment sent him into all of that.
Hey Dom, did you see Kofi's comment?
Oh, I did. Can you use your phone, dog? Because Ivan's done that before.
He said
Not
he can't get on,
but he used the phone once to get on with us when we were doing the sports show, so you might be able to do that.
Yeah.
March 18th, 8:46. Wendy wants to have a picnic with CM Punk.
Tea party. Tea party.
I was just about to say, I think you wrote that down a little wrong,
Just a
homie.
tea party.
You gotta.
I'm
you
not
gotta edit
picnicking with
shit.
that fucking move.
But yeah, I don't want to see that. We're probably gonna see it, and I don't want to. All the creative minds they've let go, from Freddie Prinze all the way up to William Regal, and we're gonna get Logan Paul in their place.
Great segue. Speaking of Lord William Regal.
Lord William fucking Regal. Remember?
So we've recently seen on Dynamite.
Rather enjoy your WCW.
No, I'm not, bro. I got a bad cramp. Can't get rid of it.
Are you okay, Bruce Jacob Friedman the fourth?
Shut the fuck
I need to get that man some pickle juice or some shit.
You need to take some magnesium.
Drink this. Work for the Eagles.
Oh,
I'm late. Did I miss anything? Not really, homie. Glad you're here.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
So
Nothing you'd really care about, bruh.
So speaking of Regal, you know, we know he's in AE. Obviously, everybody knows he's in AEW now, and he what did they call? What was everyone calling him? The Violent Gentleman.
Yes.
Okay, so we know Daniel Garcia is in Jazz now,
Yes.
and this past Wednesday they did
Jazz?
have a run. Jazz. They had they had a run in. Mike, yeah. Wow, I know, right?
He is. Wow.
He had a
Really?
run in. They had their run in with Wheeler Yuta, and Daniel Bryan had or Bryan Danielson had brought it up a few times how he would like to have him underneath him and Mox.
They initiated.
But here's the question for you. Why couldn't it be William Regal's son? As long as he's still not under contract with NXT UK, why couldn't it be Regal's son that works with him?
I mean,
And
I think
how
you
do
just
you
answered
guys
your own
feel
question.
about that?
I'd love
Well,
to see
he's technically he's still on the NXT UK roster.
technically, yes.
So
But
he's still a WWE employee.
I would love to see it, but that's the thing. They can bring these young talents. It doesn't have to be just Wheeler Yuta, who they initiated, and I'm loving the shit out of because that's my dude. But
I'll be
it could
honest,
be-
I kind of want it to be like home talent. Like I want them to focus on that, like to grow the youngsters they have at home. Kind of like when you drive past a McDonald's when you were a kid and you were like, "Mom, can I have McDonald's?" Your mom's like, "There's McDonald's at home," and it turns out what's at home is better. It's actually better than the McDonald's. That's
she
what I'm
makes you
looking
that
for.
she makes you that big burger with the pepper sticking out of it, puts it on bread.
That's what I'm wanting. Exactly.
Yeah. No, but that's what you actually read my mind. That's exactly. I love that they're bringing Yuta in, and they initiated him with the big slap in the face, and how he got up in Regal's grill instead of just backed off. I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. I can't. I don't do the Flanders thing, but I almost did for that. With that's Ivan's thing, but I was almost like, because I was so excited. But I would like to see them stick to like Wheeler Yuta and Lee Moriarty and stuff, at least at the beginning, to bring some of this. I guess if you want to call them developmental talent, you can up to that next level, because regardless of what you see at 2.0, who's better at developing talent than William Regal?
Yeah.
He's proven. He's proven himself time and time again. That's what he's here for.
And you're right, Ivan. I know Regal's son wants to have his own entity and not follow his father, and that's commendable. I mean, I could see him trying to step out on his own. I guess that's what they're trying to do with Braun too, even though they had internet videos of him and his father hugging when he won the title. But
technically, Michael, I don't think it's considered it would be considered a faction if there's only 3 of them. And honestly, it does really look like AEW is 100% ramping up their trios titles.
we've been
waiting for a long time.
Episode 1, okay, we're on our way to 150. Episode 1, we were talking about trios titles like 2.5 years ago. Where the fuck, AEW?
But no, it makes sense for Wheeler Yuta to leave Best Friends and go with Moxley and Danielson and
absolutely
and Regal, because once he does that, that means the Best Friends go back to being the original 3 best friends. And I think as soon as Danhausen can wrestle, I think he's going to be away from them. But I mean, I'm not
probably.
I'm like, he's not doing the, like, how Orange Cassidy was like, we were anticipating him to get in the ring and like everybody wanted him.
Mm-hmm. And no, I agree, Mike. Like, yeah, there's a lot of factions in AEW, but this is more than a faction. This is like getting trained by people who are heads and shoulders above the Nightmare Factory.
Oh God, yeah.
Because
This
we know,
is-
like Dustin's working with women. So if you're at the factory, you're working with QT Marshall. I will take
Call it what it
Ryan,
is. Call it what
Mox,
it is.
and Regal.
You're getting trained by the cream of the crop
Yeah, fact.
because the cream always rises to the top.
As the
Oh,
Macho Man once told us
oh.
long ago. I wish I had
Yep.
the little thing of half and half right now. All I got is toothpicks.
Oh my god.
But I mean, yeah, number one answer, Grandma.
Speaking of number one answer,
Uh-huh.
Grandma, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
ready?
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm
Are we
eating
ready
garlic
for
bread.
what?
Sorry.
Well, clearly she's not ready if she's eating garlic bread. Carbs come before everything. Carbs
Ladies
are
and-
they.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the fives of people that are watching right now.
Ready.
No, the millions
and
millions
It
of
is time.
TRWT fans internationally.
It is time for yet another episode of
Break it down.
Wrestler or Fan. Break it down. No, it's our next round of Wrestler or Fan, and as of you, those of you that that know, Grandma Wendy was safe and won the best 2 out of
Yes, 'cause
3,
she beat me.
and we now have to watch Matt Sydal matches. And yes, that payment is coming very soon. We were just talking about that. We
Fuck
have
my
to get
whole
that out of the
ass
way.
life.
Bing bong. Fuck your life.
So here
Fuck.
we go.
I'm leaving.
Here we go. Round 1, best 2 out of 3. Oh, he left.
Oh, boo.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's me versus Dom. I put my name in the hat because everyone was pissed because I wasn't gonna have to play.
All the millions
Millions.
of TRWT fans internationally.
right.
No, I won't do it.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get ready to suck it.
All right. Our first Wrestler or Fan tweet tonight. Rey Mysterio gotta leave Dominic on NXT like Ash left Pidgeot in Pallet Town. Pidgeot, sorry.
That's a fan.
I'm saying fan on that.
Yeah, it was. Meals TV.
Meals TV. Cheap pop. You're welcome.
So, for each of you. Sorry, I have my little chart over here. All right, next one. Are you ready?
Yes.
My worlds are coming together at Ring of Honor and at AEW. This will be great. Wrestler
this is
fan.
toughie.
Can you read it again?
My worlds are coming together at Ring of Honor and at AEW. This will be great.
I'm gonna go with wrestler.
I'm gonna
Dom?
say fan. I'm gonna say fan. Fuck it.
Bruce, it was Colt Cabana.
Oh wow.
Oh, Colt Cabana's going back.
Boom, boom, boom. Colt Cabana. Love me some Colt Cabana. All right, so let's move on to the next one.
I thought it was gonna be like Ian Riccaboni or some shit.
Here you go. You ready? Y'all be mad at CM Punk for referencing WWE. I've had a pending Facebook request for 15 years from a girl that lied to me in high school. I live for the petty shit.
Oh, that's definitely a fan.
Is that Pepsi Phil?
Surprisingly not Pepsi Phil.
But it was a fan. It's gotta be.
It was indeed. It was at Seahawk.
Okay. I thought it was Pepsi Phil.
I did too
It
for a
sounds
second.
very much like a Pepsi Phil kind of thing.
It does.
How many is that we've done? We've done what, 3?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry, I got to keep track of that because I will lose count.
And Bracey's up 3-2.
All right, here we go. I set my alarm and woke up at 5 a.m. just to hate on Braun Breaker.
Oh my god, that is such a fan.
It's gotta be a fan.
You're both wrong. It is the one and only Stokely Hathaway.
Wow.
Yes, really.
Wow. Mike says that was me.
Would not surprise me.
Oh shit! Where's the laugh track?
Let's see. What's the other one I got? All right. Two more, and we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All I could do is tie now.
No,
Look,
you can still win.
Oh, that's right.
Look.
Never mind.
let's end the goat of pro wrestling. It's Terry Funk. That is the end of it. Terry Funk equals goat.
God, that sounds like something Tommy Dreamer would say.
I'm
Ooh.
going wrestler.
Fuck wrestler.
You're both right. It's Eddie Kingston.
Oh man. Okay. I could have
We
swore
are
it was
there
Tommy
for
because
you.
Terry was practically that man's dad. But okay.
The Super Mario Brother 2 is the Hulk Hogan of Super Mario games.
Oh, that's a wrestler.
Bonus point if you can guess who it is.
It's a wrestler.
Xavier Woods.
That's what I was gonna say. I was
You're
gonna say
both half
Xavier
right.
Woods or Scorpio Sky.
You're both half right. That was the Iron Sheik.
Really?
Yep.
Who knew
That was
Sheiky Baby
Sheiky Baby?
gamed? Wow. So basically, he's
Fucking
saying,
sick.
fuck that game.
Do we want one more?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have one?
I do. Where the fuck is the Veer?
Oh my god.
That's the whole last tweet. Where the fuck is the Veer?
Okay, that's gotta get it.
Was it a wrestler or was it a fan? Bruce
Isn't
can't
it-
even. He just
Isn't
can't-
everybody at this point? Stone Cold came back before fucking
Look.
Veer.
Look, that one just hit me different. That's all.
That's all that is.
But that's so hard.
Oh my god, it really is. I'm gonna let Brucey go first because I gotta try and catch up to time. Peter says it's me. You're just itching for the laugh track, ain't you, bro? Here you go.
I'm going fan.
You know what? Since I gotta catch up, I'm gonna say wrestler.
Dom, you were right. And is again the Iron Sheik. 2-for-1 Sheiky special.
Did
tonight.
we just tie?
No, because I hope Wendy has one more in there.
I do. I think I do.
You got to go first.
You ready? Last one. That'll put us at a nice, even, odd 7. God, family, professional wrestling, and Brett. Period.
Ooh,
That was a wrestler.
it's gotta be a wrestler.
Fuck, you're both still tied. That was indeed Uncle Dax from FTR.
Fucking tied.
We can't have a tie. It's best 2 out of 3.
It is.
Wait,
So
Mike
that is
says
the-
he's got a tiebreaker. What do you got?
All right, here we go.
Hold on, Mike says he has a tiebreaker. Maybe we'll see what he says. Let me see what he says. I'll do a
Does he
tiebreaker from
wanna-
a fan.
Does he want to like privately message it first, or
I think he's gonna leave it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. In the chat if you can, Big Mike.
Have a
We'll
spirit
use it.
suspense. I do have a
Right.
2-parter.
Well, let's give Mike a sec and see what happens here.
Oh,
Who
The
did
Miz.
AJ Styles say? Yeah, the Miz.
Okay, he said it was the Miz. That's not really much of a tiebreaker. Okay, 2-parter. Why do people care if people in AEW mention WWE? Taking shots at your competition is part of the fun. Wrestler or fan?
Fan.
Wrestler.
Bruce, you got that one.
Fuck.
So that puts you at 7-6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do we
That's
need the
game.
part 2 of it?
that's game. We were in sudden death.
That's true. You were in sudden death. The part 2, just for fun. It's weird to me. No one says a word when rival pizza places take jabs at each other in national commercials, or big name burger chains do the same. Hell, half of y'all bitch about the job you have now, but God forbid someone air a grievance about a former employer. Y'all weird.
Oh, that was a wrestler. That sounds like an Eddie Kingston type deal.
Is it the y'alls?
It's either Eddie Kingston or a Briscoe, one or the other.
Half right. It is a wrestler. No, it is Nyla Rose.
Wow. I didn't know
Oh.
she went on the y'alls and stuff.
She's from DC. She's from Southeast DC.
I know,
They
but
still
I
say
thought she
y'all
was
down
more
here.
of a Bama Mo type of chick. I
Nah,
know
we
she
still
said
say
y'all.
y'all. DC still say y'all. Just ask Phil. Just ask Phil.
Brucey got me by one. That was probably the most epic battle of wrestler fan this whole time.
I am not watching Old Man Undertaker for an hour.
Now I know what it's like to be Apollo Creed. Brucey, you beat me by 1 second. 1 second. That's a hard thing
one,
for a
just
man like
one.
me to live with.
That was good. That was a good round, y'all.
Ivan said it almost sounded like Conrad Thompson with all the y'all.
Love y'all.
Because he's from Alabama.
Well, I mean, you do know, historically speaking, DC is part of the South. You know, because the Mason-Dixie
Oh, I
line
know.
was
I know.
above it. So
I know.
y'all is part of the dialect around here.
It's just you don't think you're gonna hear a
Really?
lot of y'alls in the nation's capital. Like,
Oh, you get a lot of y'alls out here. A lot more than you realize.
obviously,
Alabama.
I learned something today, so there's that.
All right, y'all. What's up next? Mason-Dixie.
We are gonna
Shut up, Mike.
roll into a few things that, good God, I can't wait to talk about. First, can we talk about jazz? Can we talk about jazz? Who's got the jazz? The jazz.
I want to
I
cue the
do
Tribe
love-
Called.
I
wanna
do
cue the
love
Tribe
Tigger's
Called Quest.
list for it.
Oh yeah. The JAF.
S.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh,
I mean, Jesus H. Christ, Hager with the wisp.
Jesus.
Jesus
H.
H.
Christ.
Christ.
So,
Like, why is Daffy Duck cutting a promo on E AEW?
Wendy, I kind of asked Dom.
Now
about
that's
this.
sports entertainment.
Yeah, I asked Dom about this before you got on here, and I said, "Is it just me, or did Chris Jericho look like an old lady last night in the ring?"
Oh my God! Yes, he did.
You really did.
I was like,
you really fucking did.
Did he go to the PT Marshall's guy?
He had like the fabulous hair and the coat and
Parted and everything. I was like, what was with the gloves?
They matched the
Yeah.
jacket
The
and the shoes.
I said it in the thread. It's like he stole fucking what's his name, the Joker's coat and gloves. Like, I was like, what is this look we have going on? Like, I'm very confused by it.
Didn't Seth
And the
Rollins
hair
already
laid
do that
just
though?
right. The hair laid just right, and then when he like swished it back a little bit, I was like, okay, girl, I see you. I see you, queen.
Work it. Didn't Seth Rollins already steal the Joker stuff? Like,
apparently not. Apparently there was still something else left to steal.
It's like second generation theft.
A gif of what's his name? Cesar Romero in there.
Jazz is greater than the world. Okay, big homie. Okay. I mean, outside of Hager, the promo itself was, and of course, Jericho kind of doing his best Grandma Wendy impression. The promos themselves were fire. I have never been that into 2.0 or Ever Rise or whatever the fuck they've been called.
It's not 2.0 anymore.
Who was?
I know they're going by the real name.
I always forget their names. What is the name of the one that was dressed in all white that looks like a poor man's British bulldog?
He looked. I think it was like Huggy Bear or something.
Something Parker. I can't remember. Then there's Angelo.
Yeah.
You got to give me another week on this one. They just broke it out.
I never remember their names. I just remember him because he looks, like I said, like a poor man's British bulldog. Yeah. Like he's what you order. You order from Wish, and that's what you get. Like you get this guy in this all white, and every time I see him, I'm like, but why?
Right?
No. That was definitely not Jack Nicholson. He went into Cesar Romero's closet and stole that shit from that man. And
that's
if you don't know who I'm talking about,
OG Joker from '60s
That
Batman
man didn't even bother
show.
shaving off his mustache. He was just
Nope.
like, just right over it.
Just
Oh,
put the white,
gee.
yeah. Just put the
Right
just
over
put the
that
makeup
shit.
right over that shit. Fuck it, I don't care. But no, are you asking like could a wrestler pull Nicholson off, or could another actor pull it off? Because like Heath Ledger killed himself trying. We all know that.
No, Heath Ledger succeeded, but in succeeding, he
Drove himself
went
crazy.
But back
He
to wrestling.
He went into a dark place. I wouldn't say he drove
Yes.
himself crazy. He drove himself to a dark place from which he could not come back from.
If anybody could pull it off, I maybe go Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Shall we pull this train back on board? We've derailed enough.
Please, dear
Back onto the
God.
tracks.
It was a good question. I had to answer.
It was a
okay?
good question. It was a good
It
question.
was. It
Like
was.
the way
So-
he played Negan, Joker would be Joker would be.
So getting back to Jazz, how funny is it now that Chris Jericho is playing the sports entertainer card? He's playing that card, and did you hear the reaction from the fans?
Yes. It
Like-
was definitely a way to get heat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yes. Yes.
But did
absolutely.
you guys really think that fans would react that way?
That viscerally? Yeah.
In AEW,
Yes.
yeah. You remember how Wendy was there for this, so she can vouch. Do you remember how instantly AEW fans turned as soon as Bryan Danielson brought up WrestleMania
Yep.
in
Oh,
Virginia?
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone was
in
like,
that crowd.
fuck this guy. I
Everybody
booed him,
was
and I love the guy.
yesing, everybody was cheering, and then when he started that promo, they were kind of confused, and then he
That's
brought
right,
up
that's right.
WrestleMania, and
Yep.
the boos
And everyone lost their
reigned.
shit.
That's right.
So yeah,
That's right.
it doesn't surprise
But you know
me
what?
at
You know
all.
what? It's awesome for him to play off the toxicity of the fans, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been said time and time again, wrestling fans are some of the most toxic people. Like, it's
absolutely.
just the fandoms are so disgustingly toxic. And to play off of that, fucking brilliant.
And wrestling fans are fickle, so we can instantly boo you. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
You know, and Jericho should know because Mike said it, and I totally agree. That man is a heat magnet.
Oh,
He is
fuck
a
yeah, he
heel extraordinaire.
Yep.
And as far as I'm concerned, Mike, number one answer.
Agreed.
Jericho could make Canada hate him in 1 second.
Oh my God, yeah.
I stand corrected. Number one answer. Jericho can make anybody hate him in less than half a second. That man is a master heel, and Lord knows he can cut a promo. So I love that. I don't care if he's dressed as grandma or not. I loved it. I actually was
He looked
interested.
like a Karen.
Yeah,
Really
he fucking did.
But it worked. That's the thing about Jericho was it fucking worked all the way up till Hager grabbed the mic. Because even Danny Garcia picks up the mic and he says, you know, I'm this, that, the other, and I'm a sports entertainer. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
I was like,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Sports
that
entertainment
broke my
and
heart.
wrestling. That's the thing. Sports entertainment and wrestling are practically the same thing. It just depends on how you book it.
Practically and the same are not the same.
Not
It
the
depends
same.
on how you book it and how you
Nope.
write it.
Still
What
not
you
the
saw,
same.
what you saw at AEW on Wednesday was sports entertainment booked and written properly, executed properly, and it was enjoyable. WWE, take notes.
Not the same.
Still the same.
Practically the same, and the same are different. But anyways, back
Moving
to the
on.
damn show. Moving on. Can we
Same.
talk about the newly crowned AEW Women's Champion, Thunder
Rosa.
Hell yeah.
I've been listening to that theme song like all week since then. Oh my God.
So, as much of a Britt Baker fan that I am, and we all are, we all are a fan of her work since that
Love me some Britt.
very, very horrible night on the Jericho cruise.
Mhm.
Oh my God. That match I watched that match right before we came on the show, Wendy. So it's so like fresh in my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, I feel you.
It's so hard not to spoil it for him. I'm like,
Mm. Mm.
it wasn't as good as the lights out match, but it didn't need to be as good
No.
as that match. It needed to be different, and that's what me and Dom we were talking about. That it needed to be different from their unsanctioned match, because if it was the same match, no one would take them seriously.
No.
exactly.
If they would have gone in there and did the same exact match just inside a cage, no one
It
would
would
have
have
taken
been no.
it serious. It would have been like, man.
Exactly. Like the unsanctioned match was very fast paced, very brutal, a lot of shit happening rapidly. This one was a little slower, a little more methodical, and it's like the perfect tempo for a cage match.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want all this shit popping off left and right. You want to slowly rake your opponent's face across that chain link, or ram
was
their head
great.
repeatedly, or do whatever. You want to stack chairs. You want to look like you're getting beaten to death because it's in a cage. How many times, whether it's a cage match, Hell in a Cell, or whatever, have you heard a commentator? Have you heard JR say, oh, this match is going to take years off of their careers?
Yep.
So you don't want to just be going in there at 100 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't do that, and I thought it was great. The whole thing, even Rosa pulling a stunner on 316 day, I was like,
That was
fuck
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if we go back, I know we were talking to Ivan last week. I mentioned something about Britt, and we put a pin in it, and we never got a chance to circle back to it. I think it's fine for Britt to lose this title at this point because she's pretty
Doesn't
much
need
broken
a
Sheeta's
title.
record, and as I said last week, I don't think she needs it anymore.
No.
No. She can win it again at like next year. You know,
Whenever, honestly.
let her be on the chase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And Peter, that's actually what I said was like, now that ROH is there, what if Deonna Purrazzo shows up and says, title for title, bitch?
Yeah. But the thing is Tony gonna let her keep the title at the next show?
Well,
before they start.
You would think, with Deonna holding it, being an Impact, I know they've worked together in the past. I don't know if they're doing it now. So why not have them have a match at Supercard of Honor where Thunder Rosa takes her title, Deonna goes back to Impact, and Thunder Rosa's double champ to start the promotion off.
Yeah.
It'd be a great match, even if like Deonna's probably not coming out on top. It would still be a tremendous match. They had a tremendous match in Impact. I know a lot of people didn't watch that pay-per-view, but I did.
Wendy.
Yes.
Wendy.
Yes, Bruce.
Give me your thoughts and emotions and excitement about this match, because I can see it.
Oh, she's about to maul it out.
I literally, as soon as the mariachi hit that first note, like, I felt all of the excitement, and it was like I was home again. Like, and it was just so exciting to see her come out with the flags and like just all the pride. And it was like, this is her fucking night. Like, this is it right here. There is no fucking this shit up. The whole match had me on the edge of my seat. I was just so fucking excited for it. And then there was the pin, and I literally was like, fuck yeah, motherfuckers. And I was trying not to like obviously cry, but I cried a little bit. I was like so
She
emotional.
cried a lot. Let's be honest.
I did. I was so fucking hyped for her, man.
She cried like a baby.
Fucking like a goddamn newborn. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It was fucking exciting though. Like, just thinking about it. Like, I was talking to my best friend at work about it the next day, and I was like, oh my god, she doesn't even watch wrestling. She doesn't even watch it, but she let me just like rant on for 20 minutes, like all excitedly. And it was like I could not stop smiling with joy. It was so fucking fantastic.
Can I say her name? Because I know who she is, and she watches our show from time to time, even though she doesn't watch wrestling.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me like.
Shouts to Yay. We love you, girl.
I love her. Oh my god. the fact that she let me go on for like 20 minutes about it, like many blessings unto her. But no, oh my god, it's so thrilling and exciting. Like I've been listening to Thunder Rosa's theme song like every day since. It's been ridiculous. Like I'm rolling onto work, like everything's quiet because it's spring break, and you just hear like the bass and all the rattling from the outside. Thunder Rosa. I'm like, oh, I love it. I love it. It's amazing.
Oh my god! And you gotta let Wendy have that one because that's hometown hero right there. Like she deserves to cry like a baby
Oh
over
my
that
god,
shit.
yeah.
I even put up a video in Top Rope of Thunder Rosa getting a Spurs jersey the day before, and I thought Wendy was gonna cry at that.
I was so hyped about it. I have a little like a little pop socket of a coyote, the Spurs coyote on my desk. He just lives there. And I was like, bro, it's you. I was excited about that.
Interesting fact.
Fun
Thunder
fact?
Rosa is the only woman to ever hold the NWA Women's Championship and the AEW Women's Championship.
Yep.
Only woman to do that.
Yep.
And that's
Ever.
like Mike said, one of the reasons that ROH is going to be a special place with a unique roster because if she beats Deanna, now she's the only one to hold all three of those belts.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be interesting for that. It's going to be interesting for that tag match they announced at Super Card of Honor. I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump the gun, but it's going to be interesting for a lot of fucking reasons.
This is gonna. I think this is gonna be ROH's all in. I guess you could say before the official reboot. Like this is gonna be what sets the tone for what's to come. You know, like All In was what set the tone for AEW to start. You know, and they knew what the fans wanted. So I think this is going to be ROH's. Yeah, it's gonna be their all out.
Oh yeah.
So it turns out that Ivan is the Ned to Wendy's Maud once again when it comes to Thunder Rosa. He says it reminded me of when Eddie Guerrero beat Brock, and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
even that one had me, you know. Yeah. Will Ospreay is gonna whoop Mox. I don't know about all that, but we'll see.
Wow, that match is gonna be crazy.
Mox got on social media today and said, you know, I heard you've been talking shit, Will Ospreay.
He actually got on Twitter.
Instagram for sure. I don't know about Twitter. I saw it on IG. But yeah, he said, I heard you've been talking shit. I may not have the talent you have, but I'm gonna have to beat some respect into you. So that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And he was not alone because apparently even Brian teared up seeing Thunder Rosa win the belt. Like the mariachi band alone was perfect, and the fans were nuclear hot too, and they were, and they were. It was nice. They actually announced her from her hometown and not Tijuana, Mexico, as usual.
What? Because it's her adopted hometown. She is.
Yeah, she is from Tijuana.
Yeah, she's from Tijuana, but this is her adopted hometown.
Yeah, that's where she lives now.
Yeah. Mox has 1% of the talent Ospreay does.
Dude, that match is gonna be crazy, and Ospreay
is though.
Listen, Ospreay is, I feel, a very underrated wrestler. I'm just gonna throw out the rest of this freaking rundown because I want to talk about how underrated Will Ospreay is.
No, I mean, I know he's the king of flippy shit, and I will never argue that with anybody, but he's also very good all around. And all people say is he's the king of flippy shit. But Ospreay is damn good overall. He just doesn't get the credit that he deserves because, as a lot of people say, he does a lot of flippy shit. And I get that.
So, Wendy, this is gonna I don't know, shock the world. Ivan, get your pen, get your paper. You got to write this down.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is hard.
How hard is it?
I actually was kind of cheering for Wardlow to get
Yeah,
his
you were.
hands on MJF.
Yeah, you fucking
Get
were.
the fuck out of here!
Yeah, you were. Yes, you were.
I think it's more because I was so invested in
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
MJF Wardlow Dom.
This
Yes.
is not even me pretending to be shocked. This is my
He is
shock
shook with.
face.
He is
Okay.
shook with.
Like, what
Oh
the
my God.
fuck are you talking about? I gotta change his whole intro. The artist formerly known as the biggest
No.
MJF
Oh.
mark.
No.
Oh damn.
No.
You went there.
I just
Well,
I don't
because he
know.
went there. I didn't start it. That motherfucker did.
I just feel like that moment in time, because of everything that I've been seeing build, just
Uh-huh.
it was excitement and happiness because Wardlow is like officially a babyface and on his own. You know, like nobody came down to help him.
No.
I mean,
I think
Max
that's
didn't
what
get the last laugh though.
I think that's what really turned Wendy
Yeah.
on CM Punk again, was the fact that he didn't come down and try to help Wardlow when they were kicking his ass as a group.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike says, Bruce, you're grounded.
Sorry.
No podcasting till next week.
Sorry.
You and Brian, like, what the hell? Did Brucey say what I think he did?
He did it. He did indeed.
Oh shit. I like Brucey. It's like he took Bruce and Vince and
So Dom, I have to go to Wendy first on this because you know it's
you have to.
It's her man crush. It's her sole purpose for watching AEW.
What? No, don't exaggerate like that. There's many reasons to watch AEW.
It's a main focus.
He's like
is
my
what
top
it is.
reason.
It's like one of the top 10. Number
He
one
is
of the top
the
10.
top reason, but there's
So-
many reasons.
What do you think is in the future and what's to come for Wardlow and Max?
Fight pit.
That is definitely a great battle. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I'm sure.
God damn. I love you, Pickle.
I'm sorry, Wendy. I just broke down.
I'm sorry, Grandma. He fucking killed me. That's my man.
Oh, Mike,
That is my fucking man right there. I love this dude.
Fuck up, Mike.
Fucking guy. Oh my god. Whew, I got a tear. I'm not even joking.
Okay,
Real
Wendy.
tear.
Wendy, back to the.
What I hope does not happen is the usual MJF bullshit of like you have to go through these other guys to get to me. Because
I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh,
I'm
please, not
fucking
again.
over it. Like
Not again. No.
If it needs to be one match, it needs to be Spears and then MJF. It can't be like the labors of Jericho or what he did to CM Punk.
You know what? Even better. No labors, no matches. Wardlow just takes these guys out backstage one by one. And then there's nobody left but Max.
that would be interesting.
I still want Max to bring
he
in
could.
Hammer.
You can powerbomb people through anything backstage. FTR want to fuck around, he'll powerbomb both of them on the hood of their fancy pickup.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Tully's trying to get back? Nope.
Sorry.
For some elderly abuse.
Yeah. I do hope that they do have a good match though. Like I'm trying to think of like what would be a good stipulation or like a good type match. I mean, it would be great if it was like no DQ or something like a no holds bar kind of thing, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't. So,
Fucking kid dude's on fire.
You're lucky I let you guys run my podcast while I entertain you in the force of
Fours of others. Lord, Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry, I'm others. Oh,
That's causing my train of thought is just derailed entirely. Like I don't even know where I'm going with anything
I'm
anymore.
sorry, Grandma. Wardlow.
Don't apologize. Mike owes me a fucking apology for being such a fucking distraction with these fucking comments here.
Listen, he's picking
Nah,
up
you
the
can't
slack for
apologize for
Pepsi
that.
Phil.
He really is.
Yeah.
He really is. Phil,
Mike's
where
taking
is
over as king of the
Phil?
comments tonight because Prince Petty is nowhere to be found.
Where is my Prince Petty? I should message him and be like, sir,
The fuck, bro?
sir. Bruce, what do you
Yes.
think?
I honestly, I really hope that Max puts him over. No, I don't. Who the fuck am I kidding? No, I don't.
Okay, there's Bruce.
No, I don't.
Found
no.
him. There he is.
No.
Right there. That man,
No.
that's Bruce.
No, he's not going to put him over. He's on a hot streak right now. Get the fuck out of here. Spears is going to take him out with a chair, and MJF's going to win dirty because, you know, he's MJF, and that's what he does.
I was waiting for the real Brucey. Yes, he's back.
I honestly, I think Wardlow could actually lose this series if they actually have a series with MJF, and I still think he'd be fine.
Oh yeah, because he's way over with the fans.
He is, but I just hope it's not because he's finally feuding with MJF that he's over with the fans. I want to see what's going to happen after this is over. After this is over with MJF, because we've seen it in the past so many times where someone got a bunch of heat, not even a bunch of heat, but they got put on a huge babyface run from turning on either their tag partner or someone else in a faction, and then once that feud was over, they kind of fell flat, like, and got forgotten about.
Right.
You know,
right.
There's also talks of Brian Cage getting ready to come back to TV, and straight out of Cage's mouth is they said they have big plans for me.
Yes.
Do we at least I would like to see. I would actually like to see him take the ROH title at Supercard of Honor.
That would be
That's
interesting.
exactly what I said.
Mhm.
That's exactly what I thought when he said big plans. I thought ROH title. This is maybe one of the few championships that he hasn't held. Like, he's been Impact, he's been everywhere else. He's been champion except AEW and ROH.
There's 2 ROH titles floating around out there right now.
There is.
Bandito has one and Gresham has the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's that.
And
if
Brian Cage could beat them both.
But here, oh my God, the way my fucking mind works. What if they have the unification match at Supercard of Honor, and then it ends, and just say Gresham wins, and then Cody comes out with a hot mic and says, "I'm running the show. This is your next challenger," and then Cage versus Gresham right there for the title.
Wow, I like it. I was going to say
That would be
something like that too. Although I did see a comment earlier from Ivan that just said Cody signs with WWE. Who fucking cares? But it was much earlier. But I don't know if that's true or not. I hadn't seen anything going into the show. I trust my man. But either way, I would absolutely love to see that at Supercard of Honor. Like, it, as you said, you want something that's going to set the tone for the promotion as it jumps back off.
Oh, wow.
Thunder Rosa, with what I said, with what you said about Brian Cage, sets a great tone for ROH's comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sadly, it's rumored it's been rumored that he's signing with WWE.
So here's
It's been
the
rumored
thing.
because people say, oh, well, Corey said that Seth Rollins' hopes are dashed.
Will you? So
It's the
Cody-
first time I talked in 10 minutes, bro.
Cody Rhodes himself says he's already signed with WWE, and this isn't Uncle Dave or nothing like this. This is
Right.
comicbook.com site.
Mhm.
And he goes on. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I see it? Recent reports have been all over the place. Cody
I would
Rhodes,
love
all
that, Mike.
elite. I don't know. I can't find it now. However, says that is not the case, and Rhodes has actually already signed a deal with WWE, a deal that he signed 10 to 14 days ago.
Yeah, apparently, according to Peter, PWI Insider is reporting it too. And they did give us a Lifetime Achievement Award, so must be true. I'm not even going to give you the Cassidy thumb. It's a full
So can we
PWI all
can
day.
we call him a hypocrite?
Haven't I already?
Yes. We can continually call him a hypocrite.
I've called this a step down. I've called him a hypocrite. I've said at this point, WWE should basically feel like it's beneath him because of everything that he's done since. But apparently, Cody's cool. Like, yeah, here, take everything back. I know I gave it all away. Now I'm giving it back to you.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But like Mike said, it's wrestling. Nothing is forever. And apparently, Cody's backbone don't last either.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
it is what it is.
At this point, I'd sooner watch Cody Hall than Cody Rhodes in WWE. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah. I think the shine wore off Cody. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was with him up to the point where, all these WWE reports came out. And I was like, really? After everything, you're just going to go back. You fought for your name. You fought to become a bigger star. You fought to basically impart your own promotion. And now you're just going to tuck tail and run home because you didn't get everything you wanted. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Mike put it best there in the comments. Money talks, bullshit runs the marathon. Amen.
I like that. I love what Peter said. Guess he must like the catering there.
It's the abusive relationship
a lot of time
over again. Why do they keep coming back?
He's gonna be spending a lot of time in catering, bro. Like no lie.
I want to know if they're gonna call him the American Nightmare.
He's gonna be called Ink Neck.